My name is Nora Gutman, and the title of my story is Suns, Moons, and Stars. This is an adaptation of a story found in the book Aboriginal Fables and Legendary Tales, which is a collection of Aboriginal stories pulled together by A.W. Reid. The Aboriginal people are believed to have arrived in Australia 40 to 50,000 years ago. While they did have some trade with islands just north of them, like Papua New Guinea and Timor, for the most part, they were isolated for many thousands of years and created a rich cultural tradition all their own. The story that I'm about to tell you I find to be very interesting because I had previously never read a story just like it about how the stars were formed. All right, we'll begin. There exists in a land far away, a peaceful, tranquil land, full of rolling hills and low valleys, rivers winding amongst the hills and valleys, gentle breezes blowing, and flowers waving in the wind. In this land, there are big moons, giant spherical moons. They don't have arms or legs, but they spend their time rolling peacefully up one hill and down the next, spend their time peacefully in their land. But sometimes one of these moons goes restless. They want to know what's going on outside of their land. So sometimes one moon at a time will go strolling across the night sky. It's a pity that the moon doesn't take a friend with him, because what that moon doesn't know is that outside of his land there is a giant. And when that giant sees the moon going across the night sky, that giant takes his flint knife and he goes chop, and he slices off a piece of that moon. And then he goes chop, 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 and he flings the pieces of moon across the night sky. And then the next night, the moon goes strolling across the night sky again, and the giant takes his flint knife and again he goes chop, and he chops off more of that moon, and he goes chop, 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 and he throws the pieces of moon across the night sky. This goes on for many nights until there's no more of that moon left. All of it has been chopped up and thrown across the night sky. Now those pieces of moons, they are timid little creatures. After all, the last giant they saw had chopped them up, so when they see that giant sun come out during the day, they hide away from that giant sun. But at night, they come out and they dance and they twinkle across the night sky. And that's the end of the story until the next silly old moon decides to wander across the night sky. I'm not sure what the moral of this story is. Many stories from Aboriginal stories have morals to stories, just like stories from all over the world. The moral to this story might be that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Or it might be that you should always have a friend to go with you when you go exploring. But whatever it is, it's a very interesting story and I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye!